Whenever I watch the movie Commando, 1985, especially if I'm drunk or stoned, when you really think about what he did, what the amount of damage that Matrix caused, he would be he would want to you would have to interview what would he would have to be debriefed by the FBI when he got back. He left a trail of dead bodies and car crashes, car chases. So many calls came in because of that car chase and guns shooting off up in the Hollywood Hills. People were calling the cops the entire way of that chase, getting a report of a bodybuilder on PCP who beat the shit out of like 20 cops and people were falling off of balconies with suitcases full of cash. That movie is so great. Go back and watch the mall scene, and you'll see when the dude falls off the balcony and the cash comes pouring out. There's a guy on the floor below him who happened to have been looking around, wondering what all the commotion is up there. And you'll see this guy looking, and he actually watches the body fall. He's like, "What the fuck is going on up there?" There's gunfire and shit. And that scene is the best. And if you're in the crowd, there's people shooting at each other, so you're hiding behind a bush or something, right? Or behind a pillar, and you see this guy with a green shirt piece on PCP rip the phone booth, right, and throw it, and you're just like, oh my god! And you look down, and there's a dead guy, and cash is still raining down, and you see cops. The guy on PCP throwing cops through the air, right? And then when he tears that thing and swings, like, if you saw all of that, or if they had cell phones back then and that was caught on camera, that shit would be that thing would have 100 million views, dude. That movie is so fucking beautiful. But think about when he gets back to the States. He's going to land, and there's going to be feds waiting for his ass. And he blew up the girl, Ray Dong, fucking blows a store up, man. Those people are going to want to sue Matrix for blowing up their, like, ice cream shop. Not to mention the damage he did to the gun store with a bulldozer. They're going to want to sue. There's a lot of people in this that'll want to sue. And so I love thinking about him being debriefed and them going, look, your girlfriend blew up our SWAT team truck and you escaped custody for what you did earlier in the day at the mall, Mr. Matrix, for all those cops you injured and they all got lawsuits. They're all gonna want to fucking sue your ass. You got to answer for like breaking people's jaws, breaking noses. And she pushed that cop down the stairs. She shot the rocket launcher, blew up that ice cream store, and blew up the SWAT van. They stole an airplane because we assume that airplane belonged to the main villain, the Valverde guy. I'm assuming it did, and it's their plane. So never mind. I guess he won't get busted for theft on that. But he also is going to be rewarded for when that warehouse filled with tanks and munitions the feds are going to, when they find out, when he tells them, hey guys, look, I know I blew up half of LA, but there's a warehouse filled with all kinds of illegal arms, and it's most likely there's a couple CIA guys who are going to, like Oliver North, are going to be brought out onto the national television and have to explain that they were a part of this Valverde revolution. Unless they were doing that under the radar of the CIA, which, as you know, is unlikely. There's a couple of important military people who probably were allowing that giant warehouse to exist with all that crap in it. So there's a lot of things that would happen after that film that Matrix caused and did. Um, the dead man on the airplane, fucking when that plane lands in Valverde, they're immediately going to be on the phone calling America, and they're going to be like, "There's a man on here with a broken neck. He's been here for 11 hours." That means somebody, probably an attaché from the diplomatic, like the American, whatever you call that fucking building, a diplomat will probably have to come there and look at the body and go, who was sitting next to him? And then they would find out that John Matrix was in the seat next to him and he is not on the plane. He did not get off the plane. Something like that. So anyway, he's got a, there's a dead body, there's a dead guy on the plane. This movie's fucking great. But I mean, think about how much damage people are going to want to sue him. Could he do jail time? Is a question I would love to ask you, the fans. Would he have to do some jail time? You know he's going to be in court, man. Did he do anything else? Well, not to mention his house is blown to shit, and there's 2 dead Marine Special Forces guys there. And the dude who he shot through the head up in his living room, like the fucking local cops who investigated his burning truck, because you know Rangers drove up there, and luckily they had just kidnapped Matrix, but his burning truck is there, and that's going to lead them to John Matrix's house, and they're going to find fucking dead bodies all over the place, and they're going to go like, Jesus Christ, and they're going to find his shed open in the back, and that he has an arsenal in there. So they're going to be like, we've got to call somebody important now because this is fucking, there's a mercenary upstairs with this fucking bullet through his head. Fantastic movie, man. I could watch that over and over. The music is badass. The music is fucking perfect. And then leaving Kook in front of 2 witnesses, John Matrix beats that dude and impales him, and then just steals his car. Steals the car. Those people having sex are like, he just leaves a dead body. It's a dead body. And they're just like, oh my God. So they have to call the cops, and they have to say, there's a dead body. There's a man impaled on a table leg here. And the cops are like, excuse me? These 2 men were fighting next door. I was having sex with my girl, and 2 gigantic men burst through the fucking door, and he impaled him. All of that trail is following John Matrix's name. Fucking countless cops calling all day long, all fucking day. Perfect movie, man. Fucking perfect movie.